In a move that has sparked global debate, Israel has deported Greta Thunberg and 170 other activists who were part of a flotilla attempting to deliver aid to Gaza, challenging the nation's naval blockade. But here's where it gets controversial. While Israeli authorities claim they were enforcing a legal blockade, activists argue their actions were a humanitarian mission to end what they call the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people. The Israeli government announced the deportation of 171 foreign nationals, including Thunberg, to Greece and Slovakia. Among them were citizens from Greece, Slovakia, France, Italy, the UK, and the US. The Foreign Ministry shared photos of Thunberg dressed in a gray tracksuit, walking through an airport, a stark contrast to the dramatic events that unfolded at sea. So far, 341 out of the 470 individuals aboard the 42 intercepted boats in the Global Sumud Flotilla, GSF, have been deported. Organizers of the flotilla had a clear mission: to break the illegal siege on Gaza by sea, open a humanitarian corridor, and end the ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people. They accuse Israel of violating international maritime and humanitarian law. However, Israeli officials dismissed the flotilla as a PR stunt, insisting their blockade is legal and necessary. And this is the part most people miss. Activists have leveled serious allegations of mistreatment during their detention. Spanish lawyer Rafael Borrego claimed, "They beat us, dragged us along the ground, blindfolded us, tied our hands and feet, put us in cages, and insulted us." 9 Swiss nationals echoed these claims, describing inhumane detention conditions and humiliating treatment. Yet, the Israeli Foreign Ministry vehemently denies these accusations, labeling them fake news and part of a pre-planned disinformation campaign. They assert that the only violent incident involved a Spanish citizen biting a medical worker during a routine examination. The GSF's mission was prompted by a dire warning from the UN-backed Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, IPC, which confirmed a famine in Gaza City and predicted its spread within weeks. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry reports that at least 460 Palestinians have died from malnutrition since the war began, with 182 deaths occurring after the famine declaration. The UN has urged Israel to lift the blockade and allow life-saving aid into Gaza, emphasizing Israel's obligation under international law as the occupying power. Israel counters that it complies with international law and facilitates aid entry, disputing both the IPC's findings and the health ministry's figures. It also denies allegations, most recently from a UN commission, of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. The Israeli military's campaign in Gaza was launched in response to the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, which resulted in approximately 1,200 deaths and 251 hostages. Since then, Gaza's health ministry reports that at least 67,160 people have been killed in Israeli attacks. Here's the burning question: is Israel's blockade a necessary security measure or a violation of humanitarian rights? And what responsibility does the international community have in addressing the crisis in Gaza? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that demands diverse perspectives.